on to next example here. Now you see that the coefficient of the square term is not 1 anymore like the previous example. It's 1, so you don't have to write anything. This one here come with a number. Most of the SAT test questions don't have this type, but I'm going to teach you anyway because it's important for you to learn the skills to use X school. Okay? Here is how you factor this kind of equation. To factor it. Now, first you pick the coefficient of the x squared term, which is 2. I call it the first term. And then you pick the constant term there, minus 3, which is the third term. Okay, and you multiply them, which is minus 6. Now, you try to find two factors that they will add up to minus 5 there. You know that 2 times 3, 2 times minus 3 give you minus 6, or minus 2 times 3 give you minus 6, or 1 times minus 6 give you minus 6, or minus 1 times positive 6. All these pairs will satisfy this, okay? They are products. When you multiply them together, give you minus 6. But we want a pair that when you add these two numbers together, that's give you minus 5, okay? So obviously, this is the pair you will pick, okay? So what you do, you can first write this, x plus 1 and x minus 6. Just like in here, if you remember, we do x plus 9 and x minus 3, right? Because minus 27, when you break it down, is we pick this pair, right? They add up equal to positive 6, the middle term. So that's why we pick this pair. So that's why the factor become x plus 9 and x minus 3 in here as well. But for this one here, because the coefficient is not 1, so you don't stop there. You need to do one more step. So what you do is x equal to 1 over 2 divided by 2, divided by this number then. So this number divided by this number here. And x minus 6. So you have, 6 divided by 2 as well. Okay, both of them need to divide it by this number. So one more step you have to do. Okay, so this one is x plus 1/2 or x minus 3. Because minus 6 divided by 2 is minus 3. So your factor could be x plus 1/2 and x minus 3. Okay, so your solution for this equation could, will be x equal to minus 1/2 is one of the answer, and x equal to positive 3. So you have two answers like that. But in school, most of the teachers don't like fractions. So what you can do one more step from there, from here, is move this 2 up, so become 2x plus 1 and x minus 3. So this will be a complete factors, okay? But this one will work as well in the SAT test. In case you have question, ask you the solution, you can just go on to get the solution right away from there, okay? So that's how you solve trinomials with coefficient not equal to 1. And this one, coefficient equal to 1, okay? Good. I'm going to give you more examples, okay? Good. Okay, so you see this is how you solve this kind of trinomial questions. And I'm going to explain a little bit how you relate the solution to the graph of the quadratic functions, okay? Now, if I want to see the graph of this and this, what happened is, if I want to see the graph of this and this is how you do it. Say if you have a function, say y equal to x squared plus 6x minus 27, right? And you know the factor is x plus 9 and x minus 3. Okay, now to see the graph, you know that quadratic equations, the graph will always look like this or this. Okay, if the coefficient, the number in front of the square term is positive, graph look like this. If it's negative, the graph look like this. Okay, now for this one here, because this is positive, so we know that's the parabola, the graph will going up. And where's the x-intercept? Because negative 3 is one, positive 3 is one of the solution here, and negative 9, we got negative 9 there is another one here. So this will be negative 9 and this will be positive 3. So your graph will be look like this. Okay, let's do this one here. Now the graph of this one, first we know it's a parabola that's going up because this is positive 2. Okay, so because one of the solution is negative 1/2, so that means say negative 1/2 is here, and then the other one is positive 3, say somewhere here 3. So the graph will look like this. So what you learn is when they say solutions of equations, this solution means the x-intercept. Another term, they can call it the root of the quadratic equations. Okay, good. Let's move on to something else. Okay, this is next example here. It said if x squared plus kx minus 45 equal to 0 has solutions 9 and minus 5, what is the value of k? This time they want to find out what is k here. So remember, x squared plus kx minus 45 equal to 0 could be factored, right, in order to find the solutions. Because the solution is 9, so right away we know one of the factor is minus 9. And the other one is 5, so you know that another one is 5. Okay, so this thing here can be factored as this in order to have the answer of 9 and negative 5. Okay, so if you open this up, x times x here, we got the x squared, and then x times 5, so we got 5x. We have this, so we got this times this, we got negative 9x, and this times this is negative 45 equal to 0. So we combine the like terms, so x squared, this becomes negative 4x, negative 45 equals 0. You see this equation is the same as this equation, except k here is negative 4. Okay, so that's why A is the answer. So that's how you do this kind of questions. If you want to do by plug in, you have to try each one of them to plug it in and then find out if the answer is this. So if you know this way, it's faster, much faster, because you know the answer is 9 and 5, so right away you make into factors. Okay, so you solve the value of k right away. Okay, so this is again an example that it's very important you learn the actual skills of how to solve equations.